Hello everyone, and welcome to the 14th edition of the Charmy Awards, where we'll be looking at the best in genre films of 1983. Let's get down to our first category, Best Fantasy Feature. And the nominees for Best Fantasy Feature are Fire and Ice by Ralph Bakshi, Krull by Peter Yates, Monty Python's The Meaning of Life by Terry Jones, The Return of Captain Invincible by Philippe Mora, Something Wicked This Way Comes by Jack Clayton. And the Charmy for Best Fantasy Feature goes to Monty Python's The Meaning of Life by Terry Jones. Now for our second category, Best Horror Feature. And the nominees for Best Horror Feature are The Evil Dead by Sam Raimi, The Hunger by Tony Scott, Of Unknown Origin by George P. Cosmatos, Twilight Zone the Movie by John Landis, Steven Spielberg, Joe Dante, and George Miller, Videodrome by David Cronenberg. And the Charmy for Best Horror Feature goes to Videodrome by David Cronenberg. Now for our third category, Best Science Fiction Feature. And the nominees for Best Science Fiction Feature are Rainstorm by Douglas Trumbull, The Dead Zone by David Cronenberg, Return of the Jedi by Richard Marquand, Testament by Lynn Littman, War Games by John Badham. And the Charmy for Best Science Fiction Feature goes to Return of the Jedi by Richard Marquand. Now for our fourth category, Best Actor. And the nominees for Best Actor are Harrison Ford in Return of the Jedi, Mark Hamill in Return of the Jedi, John Lithgow in Twilight Zone the Movie, Christopher Walken in The Dead Zone, Peter Weller in Of Unknown Origin. And the Charmy for Best Actor goes to Christopher Walken in The Dead Zone. Now for our fifth category, Best Actress. And the nominees for Best Actress are Jane Alexander in Testament, Catherine Deneuve in The Hunger, Carrie Fisher in Return of the Jedi, Susan Sarandon in The Hunger, Ali Sheedy in War Games. And the Charmy for Best Actress goes to Jane Alexander in Testament. Now for our sixth category, Best Supporting Actor. And the nominees for Best Supporting Actor are David Bowie in The Hunger, Herbert Lom in The Dead Zone, Ian McDiarmid in Return of the Jedi, Jonathan Pryce in Something Wicked This Way Comes, John Wood in War Games. And the Charmy for Best Supporting Actor goes to John Wood in War Games. Now for our seventh category, Best Supporting Actress. And the nominees for Best Supporting Actress are Brooke Adams in The Dead Zone, Louise Fletcher in Brainstorm, Debbie Harry in Videodrome, Kathleen Quinlan in Twilight Zone the Movie, Sonia Smits in Videodrome. And the Charmy for Best Supporting Actress goes to Brooke Adams in The Dead Zone. Now for our eighth category, Best Score. And the nominees for Best Score are The Dead Zone by Michael Kamen, The Hunger by Michael Rubini and Denny Yeager, Krull by James Horner, Return of the Jedi by John Williams, Twilight Zone the Movie by Jerry Goldsmith, War Games by Arthur P. Rubenstein. And the Charmy for Best Score goes to The Dead Zone by Michael Kamen. Now for our ninth and final category, Best Original Song. And the nominees for Best Original Song are Every Sperm is Sacred from Monty Python's The Meaning of Life, Galaxy Song from Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. And the Charmy for Best Original Song goes to Galaxy Song from Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. Well, that's it for now, everyone. See you all in another 2 weeks.